All right, it's another time of the day where you get to join us on your number one romantic superb program talking about Love Angles, a program that talks about how to make your relationships work and how to solve the problems that come up in your relationship. Well, my name is Jennifer Ogo.
And my name is Nasir Yunusa. Thank you for joining us today on the edition of Love Angles. We are putting out a question to you. For instance, your partner slaps you once and apologizes. Should you run for your life or ask for or give a second chance? This is Click Naija Internet Radio. We love to hear from you. Follow us on Instagram at Click Naija. On Twitter, we are at Click Naija One, and of course, Facebook still remains Click Naija. Also streaming on www.clicknaija.net.
Definitely. So earlier today we actually put out a question to you. We asked, are you team, second chance or team running for your life? So the question says your partner slaps you once and apologizes. Should you run for your life or give him or her a second chance? All right, I would like to know what your thoughts are by sending your comments right there on our comment section. Let us know what this situation means
Okay,
to you.
let me ask you that. Are you team run away for your life or second chance? What team are you?
That's a quite difficult question because I've never been in that position.
All right.
But I know that I have little tolerance for some certain things. I get easily irritated. Well, one thing about physical abuse is it comes with a lot of things. Like you just have to think of yourself first. There are people that are like very violent in nature, like that's who they are, and they're just known for that kind of attributes. So you have to know who you are to know if you actually respond. I have a friend who actually got slapped by her colleague sometime last year. Ordinarily, Mabel will actually react and slap that colleague back, that guy back, but she didn't. Instead, she took up the case with the human resource and they fired the guy. I think that's a better approach, to this kind of situation. All right, we asked you, your partner slaps you once and apologizes. Should you run for your life or give a second chance?
All right, don't forget to keep your thoughts coming through our live video. We are expecting your comments so we could discuss. Let us know. We are also learning here. We want you to learn. We want other people to learn. So please drop your comments on our comment section.
Yeah. All right, let's give you a little background of what prompted sent us a message, and she says, I'm 17 years old and I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years now. This is the first time he had ever hurt me intentionally. So it began with a heated argument and he was slightly intoxicated. So I'm not sure what I said, but whatever happened, I pissed him off. He slapped me across the face. I was fuming with anger and ready to fight back when he started weeping and repeatedly apologized for hitting me. He left before I could say anything and never spoke to me since. So I realized that he did, what he did pained him more than it would ever hurt me. He left before I even had the chance to do anything. That's so this person now in the crossroad.
They are very crossroad now. You see, sometimes we can't judge people by their actions. Sometimes something led to make somebody do something. You understand that? Like if somebody slaps somebody, do you understand? It could be the lady or the guy. Something would have caused the slap. Not just like that, he will stand up and slap you. Do you understand? Now looking at this story, the lady said they were in an argument. Now when they were in a heated argument, she pushed him. She used the word, I pushed him. She might say something wrong. She might
but is that enough to raise your hand and hit?
You don't know what she said.
Even if he's your fellow guy, do you know what slapping someone means? That's very insulting.
I've seen guys out of argument, just football. You go to the football house, go to the youth centers,
Is that true?
And see guys arguing about Man U or Barcelona, the next thing they are removing shirt and shaking
So
blows with themselves. So
no,
it's the same thing
for
for a lady and a guy, especially when they're in their personal space. They're arguing, and like this movie, Chronomy. I know a lot of couples that argued for the past or relationship
no, do you know the thing is
because
there are
of the
people,
view stance of people,
yes,
in that movie. Now it just depends on how both of you handle the argument. At the end, emotions will always come in.
No, you
Now,
know,
when
there
emotions,
are people that actually have anger management problems. Like it's very, it's like your nature, it's in your personality. And what you do is you try to correct it over time. Like you don't allow yourself grow into that attitude until adulthood, because at that point in time it might be difficult to control. The best thing to do anytime you get to argue is to leave that scenario. Now, even the abuse, yes, there's physical abuse, there is also what is called verbal abuse. Like it's not everybody that can tolerate it. For me, slap me. Well, let's yeah.
But because Misha, I'm team second chance. Do you understand? I like to.
Do you want? Can I?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. I'm the second chance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the second chance. I believe in like forgiveness. Like if something happened, you first weigh the reasons. Why did it happen?
Okay.
I don't look like, I don't just want people to feel like, okay, we're in a relationship. We just fought and we just break up. But that's not a relationship. There was no emotions inside. Nobody liked each other, because if at all a little argument comes on, a little fight comes out like that, and you people start fighting, it means something is wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you understand? What me I'm trying to say is, I'm team second chance. I always like to forgive. I don't know for you. Some people say when you slap, they run away. Do you understand? So now we have our comments here. From social media handles.
Sorry, before we read our comment, let me just make a quick, observation. For me, I don't think I would have an argument with someone to an extent that the person would want to raise, his or her hand on me. At some point you should be able to read the body language and understand when that argument is going to its peak, and know how to control yourself, know how to bridle your tongue and walk out of the situation. I don't think it's enough reason, like once you have to slap, if you don't slap him or her, that means you've done it before and that's your attitude.
And like just you said, like are we here, you need to control your emotions when you see it going that way of fighting an argument. But some people know the grief for argument. They always want to win. We always want to win our arguments. So this leads to what? The slaps. They fight. So let's see what people say.
It's really uncalled for.
Aisha Osman says, I am tempted to advise that you should leave him no matter what the contest is, not depending on my boyfriend slapped me but more than what should I do. I can imagine contests that the slap is a pure act of abuse, and that should ensure you leave him.
Yes.
So that's our own view.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign.
Once he slaps you, don't say my boyfriend slapped me. Our view is you should see that point as the abuse. When you see it from that point that a boyfriend slapped you, we're likely going to forgive him because the boyfriend context is inside. But if you see it from the view that he slapped me, he just abused me, he's going to do this in future. He's going to say that. It's saying a lot of what he's going to do. You're going to receive more of those slaps in the house or when you go to marry him. So you have to be very careful in what you decide.
Yes, make the decision. I think the bottom line is just knowing the red flag. For me, it's a red flag. You can't just tell me. No, there are people that do you know when you are knowing your partner, you hear some men say, my wife, I'll never raise my hand on her, but what I will do to her will even be worse than me, physically abusing her or slapping her. Some men won't even talk to you. They won't eat your food. They won't give you the attention. Some might even go to, though I don't even support that, they might even go to the extent of sleeping outside, probably renting a hotel for like a week or more. Do you understand? Just to know, I'm just giving instances, just to make you feel sorry for what you have done by adventure. Do you understand? I think that's quite pardonable. It's okay. That's a more mature way of dealing with a situation like that. Peradventure, you're a very hot-tempered person, you are short-tempered. That's okay. It's better than slapping. Do you understand? Though I feel communication in the right way.
Like I
You
said,
have to study the
like I
person.
said,
If it's becoming heated, you take the high road.
like I said,
Decide to keep
wait,
quiet or wait for
Like
a
I said,
better
like I said,
time to argue.
like I said, you don't have to think it's because nothing came up and something pushed something to happen. Like if you see somebody raise hand to somebody, the provocation has gone beyond point. The only
It's
way,
not
though
enough
I'm not
reason.
justifying it.
Mm,
Like it's like we say, for instance, argument. For instance, days of different type of molestation or
mm,
bullying.
mm.
Do you understand? And the only way the person can just show his own or view his own, express his anger is to take up his hand or her hand to hit you. That's to tell you that's the breaking point. Do you understand? So now in that context, it depends on how both of you handle the matter. If there's emotions involved, like if there's emotion involved, some this forgiving will come in. But if there's no emotion and it has got to the point that I'm done. Now
Mm,
everybody pack your thing and
mm,
go. Do you understand?
mm.
It's gone.
I think
So
the
it
thing,
depends
no,
on the
there are actually
context.
instances
Mm-hmm.
where such situations happen, and the other partner might just decide to let bygone be bygone,
Yeah.
and you see that the other person might not even repeat that act anymore.
Okay.
That's okay, and I don't think anybody wants to start discussing that kind of matter with a friend, because definitely your friend or your family member will not even see it from your own point of view. So the ball is actually on your court. The ball totally lies on your court. So what would you do in this instance? If your partner raises his or her hand on you, are you going to run for your life, or you're going to give him or her a second chance? All right, let's go back to some of the reactions we got from social media, and this one is coming from Bolaji Adewale, and he's saying, what people like him do is lose control, then profusely apologize. You then feel delighted and comforted as he gives you extra attention with an in with an insistence it will not happen again. So what you don't realize is you will be comforted by the brief absence of his own abuse and nothing more. Some ladies they tolerate that kind of a thing. All right, let's move on now to Peter Johnson, and he's saying, if you don't slap each other, there is no emotion. Oh my god. So there are people in the society at every level who think that slapping and physical assault is okay and normal, as it shows love and attachment. I want to laugh first.
So I have to laugh it now.
So your
Sure, you see
boyfriend,
the point of
no,
okay.
let's just
Continue.
finish. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
finish reading this message.
Mm-hmm.
So your boyfriend seems to be of that thought process. You see, toxic masculinity and patriarchy are deep rooted in men.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an excuse, please. Not all, but definitely in a good range of men. It can't be undone, and it can't be taken out of them. The point is how you as a girl react and respond to that. That will define, of course, how these men would act in the future. So Sam,
Hmm.
that's just like, it depends on the recipient. You
Now you
understand?
see what I'm saying here now.
Mm,
Like Peter Johnson has a more realistic approach to issues of emotions.
mm.
Like this is what you face in life. It's not all rosy like how movies paint
But
it for you.
are you actually
Wait. I'm not
supporting this
supporting it.
action?
No, I'm
Because it
not
seems like
supporting
you're
it.
supporting the
I'm not
action.
supporting it. I'm just trying to be realistic about what people want to hide away from, particularly when it comes to issues of relationship. Um, the fights in
Mm.
relationship. These things happen, but people will just always want to paint the rosy part for you to always look like the
It
relationship.
happens, but it
Wait,
shouldn't be encouraged.
it's not encouraged, but we must say the reality. How do we solve these things? If we
Mm.
continue saying if he slaps you and you stand up and go, he slaps you and stand
That
up and go, or
if you
he
actually
fights
listen
you.
if you actually listen to me, I said,
Mm-hmm.
in a scenario like this, first of all, there's what is called the verbal abuse. People have problem with anger management. They are not able to manage their anger so well.
Mm-hmm.
What you do, as a person that talks a lot, probably you are the kind of person that you say, I'm blunt. Please,
Mm-hmm.
words hurt, and it can hurt for a lifetime.
We have
You
some
just learn
comments on
to,
our viewing.
okay, Okay, we are going to read that out. Okay, let's do that now. All right. While I hold my thoughts, and this one is coming from Happiness Samuel. Thank you so much, Happiness, for commenting. And she's saying second chance. All right. Asmal Sani, hi Asmal. You know, go even try talk more. Talk more. Second chance. First of all, a man should never raise his hand on any woman. Secondly, you know, a man that hits you once will do it again. I think I'll just go with the second, commentator talking about asthma. Like, seriously, once bitten, twice shy. You can't.
I'm not with Asma here. I am not with her.
Okay.
I'm with Happiness Samuel. It means forgiving.
Okay.
Forgiving is everything.
Okay, let me land now. Before we read the comment, I was actually saying something. I'm saying that if you're the kind of person that is so blunt, so you speak your mind up, you don't even care how that person feels. It's very, very wrong. You feel jam trailer one day, we could just beat. You understand? Though it's not nice. What I'm trying to say is learn to control what you say. Know the kind of person you are talking to. It's not everybody that you can even tell how you feel. Learn to let the sleeping dog lie. If the situation is so intense and you think it's gotten to the peak, because there's some people that they can't even control their anger. Kindly walk out of the situation and allow the person to calm down. Do you understand? And talk to the person in a more positive environment. Communicate rightly, and you understand the person will respond to you accordingly. Now, if you're a kind of person that is very hot tempered, you are short tempered, or you have short fuse, whatever name you want to call it,
the short fuse,
please just walk out of the situation. Like, you don't need to show yourself like that. There are other ways you can handle a matter. I told you there are some couples that the man can decide not to talk to the woman again, or the woman can decide not to talk to the man. Though it's not right. I feel communication is key. Or they might just travel. That's why I like Oyibo people. You just see them, maybe they have a lake house, they can just go there and chill and cool off. You understand why they think of what has happened and decide if they should forgive their partner or not. Please always take the high road, whether in a relationship, whether in your office, anywhere you find yourself, it always pays.
Going back to our comments now, what Peter Johnson said, he said, if you don't slap each other, there is no emotion. So there are people in society at every level who do think that slapping and physical assault is okay and normal.
It shows that you love the person.
He's trying to tell you that some people see this as norm. We are trying to stop it, but some people see it like an attraction. So
please, I don't even want us to go deep into that, because it's not something that I can understand.
As it shows love and attachment. So to some people, slap and beating partner shows love and attachment.
Really?
Now, your boyfriend seems to be, he started relating to the lady that your boyfriend seems to be part of such people that loves to slap and beat and sees a form of love. Do you understand? An attachment. So looking at him, he's saying that you see this toxic muscularity and patriarchal, they are deep rooted in guys or men.
If there are some, I'm not trying to counter you. I'm trying to actually add to what you are saying, which is the fact that some women actually love guys that are in control. So they want to be with a man that is in control. But I feel a relationship is a 50-50 thing.
Of course, we are there. 50-50 it can't be on.
So why should you be the one to slap? Let me be slapping you now, so that you know how.
Which one you guys ladies don't slap their guys? So who beats their men?
Okay, I think this is the time where we get to wrap up. Maybe you take your stand.
Okay.
Your stance, and I take mine. I'll call it a day.
My stand is like, I don't support violence in any way. Do you understand? But we should always face reality in relationships. Now, when you are dating somebody, expect things will happen and ready to forgive. But when it's over, physical abuse is over, any small thing I beat, any small thing I slap, it's not more babe, it's not more attractive. Guy, carry your slippers around. But if it's normal arguments, it happens and it leads to fights, you forgive yourself and move on. In fact, you forget. But if it's when it's over, and then you guys pack your things around. But not when they just slap you so much, and it's the next girlfriend you're looking for, or the next boyfriend you're looking for.
Okay.
That is not what I'm saying here. What me I'm saying is just the normal understanding yourself, like learn to forgive and move on. That's my last word.
Well, I would not entirely oppose what you're saying. At the same time, I will not entirely support you. What I'm saying is, you know, always learn to take the high road. Now, different strokes for different folks. Like they said, there are some women that likes, you know, their men being like very controlling. They find it attractive. Likewise, the men too, they like women too that are in control, and all. But I feel a relationship is a 50-50 thing, and violence is not something that is tolerated in any part of the world. Nobody wants to, you know, experience physical pain, most of all emotional pain. So as much as your physical abuse, you know, tells on the person, the emotional one is even worse because you can't even see through what, you know, that person, what's going on in that person's mind. Always learn to take the high road. Know your partner, know the person you are dating. Communication is key, and communication in the right way, you know, is the ultimate of them all. So thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for watching. Like, you know, we want you to like, make your comments if you've not done so, right? Don't just come staring at us and feeling all purpose and all. Make your comments right there on this post and definitely share. Remember, the Click Naija Heroes Challenge is still ongoing. Thank you so much for all who have voted. And of course, if you've not, please endeavor to do so. Until next time, my name is Jennifer Ogo.
Yes, my name is Nasir Yunusa. Don't forget, looking through the screen, you see our handles scrolling down. Please encourage your friends to like Click Naija on Tweets, Instagram, Facebook. Bye and stay safe.
And YouTube. Peace out.
Peace out.